Good morning. I'm in the Mourne Mountains today and I'm at Silent Valley Reservoir, which you can see down there. So the last time I started from here, you pretty much couldn't see much. The clouds were all shrouded in mist, so it's a bit different today. It's really warm today, so I've got the sunscreen slapped on, and I'm heading up Slieve which you can see behind me. And again, the last time I was here, I couldn't see anything, so hopefully I'll get some really cool views over the reservoir from up there today. And the plan is to swing out following the Mourne Wall up Slieve Muck, and then along the line of hills over Slieve Shanna, Slieve Big, Slieve Moor and Slieve Burna, and then drop down steeply alongside the waterfall to the reservoir to a camp spot I was at last year, and hopefully it'll be free for this evening. It's a time of year when everything's growing, so in parts I'm having to battle my way through the ferns, which are probably about chest high. But the last time I came up Slieve I noticed all the bilberry bushes. I'm also having to fight myself not to stop every few feet and grab handfuls because they're just so tasty and juicy. So I'm actually getting views this time from the top of Slieve and you can see down over Silent Valley Reservoir there, and you can actually see up a wee bit higher. You can see Ben Crom Reservoir. Really cool viewpoint, and that's over the Slieve Binion, which still has a wee bit of cloud touching the top. That was a really tight wee climb up Slieve Muck. Thankfully I've been up, I'm on my way down, and the ground's a wee bit more gentle and forgiving for a while, just following the wall. And the mist did come in, and I was with a nice cool breeze. It's up near the top of Slieve Muck, and just give a wee bit of relief from just the heat and the sun. So this is the top of Slieve Moor, and you can see the water tower there. And this is quite a popular wee spot for wild camping. I've come over that stile early in the morning to be greeted by maybe 4 or 5 tents sheltered along the wall. And I suppose one of the things about wild camping in the Mournes is that you do have the wall, and it can be used to provide shelter, just depending on what way the wind's blowing. That's me up and over Slieve Burna, and you can see the line of hills there that I've been up along. Yep, and it's down all the way now, so I'm dropping down to Ben Crom Reservoir, and I'll pick up my camp spot away down at the bottom. Houston, we have a problem. So the wind has totally disappeared. There is not a breath of air, and there's midges. And what am I going to be sleeping in? The bivy bag. I didn't bring the tent. Oh man. Not a breath. I've never seen Ben Crom Reservoir like that. It's absolutely like class. Still as anything. Now, don't get me wrong, it's really cool having it so still, but goodness, I don't know, or even stopping here. It's okay when you're moving, but just stopping for a minute to film here, there's a big cloud all around me, but there's not much you can do. I'm gonna drop down to the bivy spot, or the tent spot. It was the last time actually, down at the reservoir edge. So one, if not the only good thing about the air being so still, is when I'm looking down on the reservoir, I'm seeing all the wee circles where fish are coming up and feeding. So I've always wondered, is there fish in Ben Crom Reservoir? And the answer is, yeah, there is. Oh my God. So I climbed all the way down to the reservoir, not a breath of air, the midges ate me alive. I walked around for about half an hour, just keeping going, watching the vegetation in the water to see, is there a breeze coming, is it going to stay, it's awake, will it come back? Oh man. And I just had to give up. So I was pissed off, to be honest. I was contemplating walking back to the car. Now the gates of the Silent Valley close at 10, so I wouldn't have got out, but I would have just slept in the car. Yeah. So what I've done, I've climbed back all the way back up again. And I was going to climb up onto the top of Ben Crom itself, but I'm up at this wee campsite beside the river. I've done a video and camped up here before, just up above the reservoir, and there's a steady wee breeze here, and there's no midges, and literally when I was down at the reservoir, this is the way I was, and it's absolutely roasting, so the sweat was bucketing off me. So I'm going to give here a go. I'm famished. I've never wanted a cup of tea as much in all my life, so I'm going to get a cup of tea. I mightn't even make anything to eat, to be honest. I just have about 4 cups of tea. And then I'm going to settle down. It's actually, what time is it? It's 10 past 10. So yeah. So, Camp 2 was a bust as well. Oh man, that lovely wee breeze there, it was just there that lulled me into a full sense of security. So I unpacked all my stuff, got tea in to go, and the midges just surrounded me, so I had to pack up again. I did get a cup of tea, so it was a good tea stop. And I don't know if you can hear the wind, but I'm now at Camp 3. So I've come from right at the bottom, beside the reservoir, followed the river up to the second site, and now I've climbed all the way up to the summit of Ben Crom, and there is the most beautiful breeze. Oh man, it is just oh wow. So I'm definitely going to get set down here. I will make another cup of tea, and I might do some food as well. It's after 11 o'clock, so I'm pretty much knackered. So yeah. So it's midnight. I did make something to eat, had another cup of tea, and this lovely, cool, refreshing breeze has stayed, and hopefully it will throughout the night. So this is where I'm set up. Actually had to move slightly because it was too breezy. Just the breeze coming up the valley and coming up the side of Ben Crom. So this is a lovely wee spot here. It's getting enough of the breeze to keep the midges at bay, and it's got a wee bit of shelter. So you know what, it's bedtime. So I shall see you in the morning. Good morning. It's just after 7 o'clock. So I actually had a midge-free night. The breeze stayed throughout the night, and that was such a relief after all the goings on yesterday evening. So it was midnight before I got to sleep. Well, before I got into the bivy bag. I don't think I got to sleep till maybe about 3 o'clock. There was rain on and off during the night as well. Nothing particularly heavy, but just showers coming through. But the bivy bag sort of did okay, just sort of cinching the top up around my face worked okay. Yeah. It's quite dull and overcast this morning, but dry, and I say the breeze is here, still keeping those midges away. So more tea, some breakfast, and then I'll drop off. I'll just give you a view down. Say I'm up in the summit of Ben Crom, and that's down to the reservoir, and that's back down to the Silent Valley, which is where I'll be heading back down. all done and dusted. Breakfast, tea times two, and this is where I was bivvied down last night, and I've cleared everything away, and you should know that I've been here. So that's following the leave no trace principles. The sun's trying to come out. It's warm enough to take the jacket off, and that wee breeze is still here. So absolutely lovely morning here in the Mourne Mountains. I've dropped off Ben Crom Mountain, which you can see in the background there, and I am now following the Ben Crom River. So I've got the lovely soothing sounds of the water dropping off, taking away all the stress of the midges. So I'll follow this river down to the Silent Valley Reservoir. We've had a nice bit of scrambling following the Miners Hole River up from the reservoir, and I was here a few months ago, and it's just totally changed in character with everything that's growing. A lot more challenging to walk up around here because there's no path, and you can see back down through the reservoir. So it's a matter of and through more of this challenging ground for a short period before I get up on Slieve. So the end's really in sight. So we'll just have to walk over some of this marshy ground, and it's a wee bit of a drop down to Silent Valley itself and my starting point. And I've just come off Slieve. So that was a fairly gentle, decent climb up, and not too bad coming down. I do think one of the reasons why I went up again was to get some more bilberries. Man, they are nice. So that's me near done. I think this trip was about 25 kilometres and about 2,000 metres of climbing, and some of that was definitely trying to find camp spots. So some of the highlights from this trip, I actually, just on the way up, I saw a kestrel over there, and it was actually carrying some prey in its claws, and I thought that was really, really cool. I've also seen lizards. I've seen 3 different lizards, and I haven't seen those in the Mournes for years and years and years, so it's good to see that they're still about. And I suppose it's pretty cool that I didn't give up last night. I was really contemplating heading back and sleeping in the car, and it was a slog and a half to climb to the top of Ben Crom, but it really found that breeze, and that worked out okay. Not the best night's sleep ever, definitely not. So I say I'll sleep really well tonight, and the midges were certainly the downside of this trip. They're just horrible. They're horrible, but they must have some purpose. They must have some purpose, don't they? Yeah. But yeah, that's me. So I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye bye.